Hello and welcome back to another video. So this is going to be a slightly different video to normal. We're in a different location in my bedroom. So I've been meaning to go through my books and my shelves for a while, and I thought I would bring you along. As you can see, I have a lot of books. So these aren't all of my books. These are just the books. This is like my overflow bookshelf. So I do have 3 main shelves which are above my head. And I do mean to go sort through those. I don't know if I'll have time in this video, but I do want to sort them out, to sort through some of those, because I know there's books up there that I don't read anymore. But my main focus for today is to sort this out. So yeah, so there are a lot of books here that I haven't read. Some books here I haven't read but I mean to read, so those books I do want to keep hold of. The books that I have read and I don't plan on reading again, I'm going to get rid of. And then books, there's one particular series here that I started and didn't finish, and I don't think I'm ever going to finish it. So I think that I'm also going to get rid of. Without further ado, I'm going to just dive straight in. Actually, this pile next to me, these are mostly books that I haven't read yet but mean to. So some of these books I mentioned in my last video, which is all the books I plan to read in 2024. So we've got The Ruin of All Witches, we've got This Woven Kingdom, Under the Earth, Over the Sky. This book I have read. This is Slewfoot by Brom. Yes, I love this book. I think this book, I have mentioned this in a video, but I can't remember which one. We've also got The Midnight Lie. I haven't read this, but I do mean to. So yeah, this is going to go in the to keep pile. I just got this. This is Snow Glass Apples by Neil Gaiman with illustrations by Colleen Duran. This was really good. I saw this on Carrie Can Read, I think, a reel she did on Instagram, and I just bought it immediately. And I think this is part of a series of fairy tale retellings by Neil Gaiman. So I read this in one night. It's a graphic novel. Some of the illustrations are quite graphic. I'm trying to find a page that is reasonably okay to show. The first page is not bad. There we go. I think you can see that. That's the first page. Anyway, keeping the Once and Future Witches. I started this and I do mean to carry it on. Persepolis, graphic novel, and I do mean to read this. This is a book I got for Christmas. The Bookbinder of Jericho. Again, I do mean to read this, so this is staying. Bitter Greens. So this book I read, I think I got it from the library and I read it and I loved it, so I bought myself a copy. So I got it secondhand, so it's a bit scratched, but I love this book. So this is also staying. And then we have The Bullet That Missed by Richard Osman, which was £3 off. I got this as a present. I think this might go on a maybe pile because it's got very nice edges, actually. It's got nice little foxes. I don't know. It's like going on maybe. Next we have this section. So we've got The Forgotten Garden by Kate Morton. I don't think I'm going to read that again. We've got The Shock of the Fall. I've never read this, but I think this is going to go on maybe because I think my mum might enjoy that. A Street Cat Named Bob. I read this. I don't think I'll reread it. I got this for Christmas for my grandparents a couple of years ago. I think they might go as well. Just in case, this was given to me by a friend and I think I should give it back to her. So this is gonna go in this pile. The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. I don't really want to have it, but I think someone in my family might want to keep it, so that's going to go in possibly to keep. And then I don't know if you can see, but I have the Game of Thrones. So I have number 1. I don't know what order they are, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 of them. I got I'm that through A Feast for Crows. I like it when they number series, so I know. So let's see, this is book 4. And I might take out of my bookmark because I don't think I've given up. I've had enough, honestly. So I'm going to get rid of all of these because I'm never going to finish them. And someone else can enjoy them. If, I don't know if you can say, I don't know if it's not particularly enjoyable. I think that's what my problem with it is. I had fun for the first book and like the second book, and then I just had enough, really. So I've also got the entire series of A Discovery of Witches. I'm not sure about these. I don't know. I might put this in the maybe, because I don't know. I liked them. I don't think I would reread them, is my position on The Discovery of Witches. I think they were fun, but like not that fun. And then we've got Philippa Gregory. So I've got The White Queen, The Red Queen, and The Lady of the Rivers. These are, they've all got the BBC TV show covers. I think I might get rid of these. We've got The Mermaid. This is P.T. Barnum, sort of. So it's about a mermaid who ends up in P.T. Barnum's circus. It was fun. I don't think I'll reread it, so that's going there. I've got The Help. I think I got this second hand. Yeah, it was £1.50. It was, I mean, I quite liked it. Would I reread? I don't know if I'll reread it, but it was okay. Yeah, I don't know. I've got Wakenhurst. Do I remember this book? Have I read this book? I don't know if I've actually read this. I'll put it on keep, because I don't know. And then I have 3 books from the Ruby and the Smoke series by Philip Pullman. This really hurt my feelings. The first book's good, and then the second book was very upsetting. I might keep hold of them, but I was really hurt by these. They're like mystery, murder mysteries set in Victorian England. Really, I would recommend, but just know that they are quite emotionally damaging once you get to the second book. Like, would recommend, but I think I cried, and I have not quite got over it. So, you know, just be aware. And then we have Amy Snow. So I read this book. I got it from the library, and then I saw it. It was 99p at a charity shop, so I just picked it up. But I never actually reread it. I thought I would, but I never did. Yeah, I don't know. I might get rid of it. And then I have Longbourn. So this is a retelling of Pride and Prejudice, or a sequel to Pride and Prejudice, from the perspective of one of the servants of the Bennet's household. So it is actually really interesting. I would recommend, if you're a fan of Jane Austen and you really love Pride and Prejudice, I would definitely recommend this. I've read it. I might have reread it actually. I might keep it, I think. Right, we are sorting through. Okay, so for this one, so a lot of these books on this shelf I do actually want to keep, so I might just take out the ones that I definitely know I don't want anymore. Oh yes. Oh, this book, again, I think I got this from a charity shop. I didn't finish it. It's The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I didn't enjoy this, so that's going. These books, so I've got a set. I got these, they were like £4 or something for 3 books, so I got them. I haven't read them. They're still in like plastic, but apparently they're quite good, so I might keep hold of them and just plan on reading them someday. The time And then about the Time Traveler's Wife. I might get rid of it because I don't actually like it that much. Right, so I managed to clear some space and put all the books, some of the books that I like, back on here. I still have, so I got 5 books there, 3 books here, so that's 8 books, and then another 4 books, so that's 12 that needs a home. So I think I might move us up and we can tackle my main 3 sets of shelves and see if I can get these 12 books up there. I think I might be able to do it because there's another series that I want to get rid of. So hopefully those will all fit where that is. So yeah, I think that's a plan. So I'll see you in a minute when I'm stood up. So yeah. Right, so we're back. So these are my main shelves. Right, so I do like most of the books up here. I do actually like, and I do want to keep. However, I have a lot of Sarah J Maas books that I don't know. I think I was very into Sarah J Maas from the last few years of school, and I think recently I've become less of a fan. I know like the world is sort of growing and there's all these tie-ins with all the different books, and I don't know, I think I'm more entertained watching other people talk about the books and like talk about the plot. I prefer that than actually reading the books themselves. So I do think it's time for me to get rid of all of these because I don't read them that often. Like I haven't picked them up again since I first read them, and that's a lot of space that I could then use for the books that I used to have down there, so they can come on the shelf. So yeah, all of those I want to get rid of. I was wondering about, I've got my Six of Crows and my Six of Crows and my Shower and Bone and the Rule of Wolves, etc. I was debating about getting rid of them, but I think I might keep them just because I definitely want to keep Six of Crows, and I might as well have the set, even though it really frustrates me how like none of them match. They are all different, but it's fine, I can cope. And then otherwise I think most of the books, I think they're fine. Oh, I do have the Maze Runner, and I'm going to get rid of them as well because I have the 3 in the Maze Runner trilogy, and then I also have the prequel, and I don't read them anymore. I don't pick them up, so they're gonna go. I also have, I don't know if anyone has heard of the Septimus Heap books, but they're sort of like middle grade. I think it's marketed as like like Harry Potter, but from the Weasleys' perspective, or like if he had been given to the Weasleys. So it's like magic, and it's quite fun. It's quite fun, but I don't really read it anymore. So I think they can probably go to a new home. And then yeah, a lot of my like children's books are still here. There's also a couple of other books up here that I might get rid of. There's one book which is Under the Pendulum Sun. I just want it off. Like I don't want to look at it. It is an interesting read. I don't really recommend it. And I want it to go away. And if you're interested, I'm sure people, I don't know, I assume the reviews. I didn't really look at reviews before I read it, which was a mistake. Yeah, I don't know, I'm slightly scarred by that one, I will say. And then I've just got other, I also have DVDs, which are hiding up there behind I made this when I was in school, but behind that frame thing are DVDs, and I might get rid of some DVDs I think as well. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Enjoy. Oh, and I also have like other like children's books. Like I've got my Percy Jacksons, I've got my Horrible Histories, and I just might keep hold of them just because I don't know. It's the thing, I don't know if I'll ever read them again, because like if I'm interested in especially for like Horrible Histories, Percy Jackson is staying, and you know, can't get rid of those. But my Horrible Histories, I have nearly, I think, the full set. Not if they've been published since in the last like 10 years, but before, I don't know if they're still coming out with them, to be honest. But I do have a lot of them. I think I don't have the Aztecs. I think the Aztec one is the only one I might not have. I have read it, but a lot of them I read, if I don't own them, I read them from the library. And I'm never going to pick them up again, because if I were to read a history book, I would read a more in-depth one with one that actually cites their sources. But I do love having them. So yeah. Otherwise, I think I'm happy. I mean, there's a couple of books on here that, like Circe, for example, I enjoyed it. I probably won't revisit it, but I don't mind it being up there. I don't know, I quite like the cover. So I think books that I don't mind looking at, I'll keep, but books that I don't, like the cover's not that interesting and the book itself isn't that interesting, they're gonna go.
How I see you, how you cross my mind. Honey, it's true, I think about you all the time. I recall we went walking in the autumn breeze. Your eyes danced when you saw the color of the leaves. How do you fish out a well from a river so shallow?
So, I think I'm happy. It wasn't supposed to turn into a reorganization of my shelves, but I felt compelled to rearrange. So this is where we're at. I'm quite impressed by myself. I have managed to get rid of enough books so that all the books that I want are on my shelves. So mission successful. It worked. I have managed to unhaul a load of books and rearrange my shelves. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the final result. So, thank you for coming on this journey with me. I hope you had fun. So yeah, I'm sorry if it's getting a bit dark. The sun has decided to go. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know if you're planning on getting rid of any books this year as like a new year book unhaul, shelves rearrange situation. And I will see you again with another video. So, goodbye.